Okay, let's fast forward a little bit. So now we go from producing to going on tour.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to go there or musical director? We'll go with the tour first.
Okay.
How did that come about?
Yo,
How
shout
did
out
you
to
go
Mike Jones.
from producing the record to now,
yeah.
you're going on tour as an actual musician, not even producer.
Right. Yeah, just strictly performing and playing. Man, that was such a dope moment. Shout out to Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
I knew he was gonna do that. We was in Houston. I was producing a record for him that featured Trey back in the day, like after Trey's first album. So Trey, he's out there, but he's still kind of new as an artist, right? Pull up to the studio in Houston. There was a drum set in the corner, and I was just like, "Yo, I play drums." She's like, "You don't play no drums, bro." She's like, "What you mean?" Like that's how the whole production thing happening. I'm a drummer and musician first. So then, had both Mike and Trey had like jokes about the drums and this and that. I never got on and played. Just kind of like left it alone, right? Finished the song. I looked at Trey. I was like, "Listen, bro, what you making is extremely soulful. And eventually, you're going to need a live band to accompany you on stage. Because that's just with the type of music that you're making. When you do, call me." That was it, right? He went home, I went home. Mike was in Houston, so he was already home. A year later, I get a phone call from his manager at that time. And he's like, "You ready to put the band together?" And I'm like, "Nah." What you mean? He's like, "You told Trey that whenever he was, needed a band, and whenever he wanted a band, that you was going to put it together. He needs the band." And for me, it was like, I said it, I put it out there, but I wasn't knowledgeable in regards to putting a band together. I just know I played drums, and, I got my group of guys, my brothers, that I played alongside in church all my life. So he's like, "Yeah, but you ready to put the band together? We got a show in New York, really big deal." I don't remember R&B Live on Broadway? It's for that. He's like, "Yeah, we got R&B show," and I was going there every weekend. It was fire. He's like, "A show on R&B Live. We need a band for that. Album is about to drop. This and this and that. Cool. So I'm gonna call you back." Call my big brother. I was like, "Listen, artist named Trey Songz want me to put the band together. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna let you be the music director because that's what it is the band leader. I'm gonna let you be the music director. I'm just gonna play drums." And he's like, because he was the music director for Casey and JoJo. So I'm like, "This is what you do. I'm gonna pass that off to you. I'm gonna play drums. We out. Round up the squad. We go. We out." He like, "Nah, bro. How you think I got in this position? Like, they gave me a chance, but I didn't know what I was doing." And I figured it out, and we grew and we learned together. Same thing. Trey called you. So you're going to put the band together. You're going to be the music director. Anything you need guidance-wise, I got you on the side, on the low, and you're going to be the music director. I'm going to be on keys. I got you. We're going to get Ricky. We're going to, put the squad together, and we out. We did that one show. Crazy. Went back to church. "Yo, y'all want to do another show?" All right, cool. Did that show. Killed it. Back to church. "Yo, y'all want to go on tour?" All right, we'll do the BET tour. I think it was us, Day 26, Mario, Jay Holiday. Finish the tour, back to church. "Yo, y'all want to go on tour again?" "Well, who?" "Oh, we're going to go open up for Jay-Z on the Blueprint 3 tour." Did the tour, month and a half, went back home. "Yeah, we're going to do our own tour." So it just kept, coming around and coming around. And that was 18 years ago.
Did you ever do the hip hop live tour with Ghostface and Rakim?
No.
Okay, I was gonna be like that. I did that whole tour, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that'd have been wild if that was you on the drums, because
right?
it was a whole. We did a whole tour with it was an all live band.
Wow, I love that.
It was like a 26 city run. Like
really?
it was ill. It was like something I've never seen before, and it was the first time we did it without a DJ.
Bro, wasn't it different? Was it?
Oh,
like,
it was a whole different vibe, bro.
Bro,
it was a whole live
different.
element is a whole different animal.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's different. But yeah, that was 18 years ago. So literally, like, we came home for breaks, but we was on the road for 18 years. Just from off of me sitting in the studio with him, seeing a drum set in the corner and just putting it out there. Like, "Yo, you gonna need a band, call me." And we know this. I'm not expecting him to call me. I got you. He didn't even say nothing. Like, I just said what I said, not even knowing what I was doing. But the whole time speaking it into existence, man. And
God is great.
Here we are, 18 years later, bro.
What's your perspective on because you started producing back when, back, and then now you still producing now. What's your take on the transition of production now?
One, when I became a producer, I was like the only one in my entire school that was doing it. It wasn't a popular thing to do, right? Because the investment that you had to make on your equipment cost a lot of money. I was blessed because I was surrounded by church musicians that had all the instruments for church. And I'd be like, yo, let me borrow the keyboard this weekend. All right, cool. Just make it back. Make sure it's back for Sunday. So I had the advantage of being able to use the equipment at the church. You know, everybody else is like, nah, I ain't got $1,300 for the MPC. That ain't coming with no sounds. Like, you don't know it ain't coming with no sounds, but you gotta sample everything, bro. I ain't got $2,500 for that Yamaha Motif keyboard. So back then, it wasn't a thing to do. Not everybody, but most people was rapping and singing and doing the artist thing. So when you fast forward to today, because of technology and everything being so accessible, now everybody and their mama can do it and want to do it because it's so accessible. You can get a laptop, you can get, Pro
With
Tools,
everything in it.
Logic,
Everything is loaded in it.
with every sound. When we had to find sounds and create sounds and build sounds and create drums and go record, go digging and actually sample our drums. You know what I'm saying? So now everything is handed to everybody. So I don't have an issue with it because obviously technology is a beautiful thing. It allows us all to do different things quicker, move faster. I can create anywhere. I can be on a plane. I can be on a train. Like, it doesn't matter. But when before you actually had to be in the studio because all 7 of my keyboards is there and you can't take that on the bus, So from that standpoint, it's dope, but now it's too accessible, which allows any and everybody that may not necessarily be passionate about it or really love it and want to do it. I'm just going to do it because it's a cool thing to do. I'm going to do it to, for COD. I'm going to do it to be famous. I'm going to do it to get to the bag, So it's about what people's why is. Like, for me, I just wanted to make music. It was love and passion. I didn't know it was a business. I didn't know I could get paid from it. I didn't know I can live and survive off of this. I just wanted to make music, and it's all I wanted to do for free until I learned, no, this is a business. And then I transitioned to understanding the business and took it as such. But nowadays, it's just something to do, and we can all do it. Why not?
Has it put a damper on your placements?
I mean, placements has always been hard, honestly. Placements has always been hard, but I feel like it definitely makes it a lot more challenging because there's so many more people shooting to make that basket versus, 20 years ago.
Coming from you, that's a real statement because you have a resume. You know what I'm saying? So you have a resume, you have a crazy catalog. Like, people up.
Actually run from that.
Awards.
People run from that because when you come in with that type of resume and those accolades,
they gotta drop that bag.
bro.
Publishing.
Oh nah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh nah. Yeah, he's gonna get us for everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'd rather not me, but
like that. That's crazy. Yeah.
So the artists, the labels, the managers is like, nah, let's go get little JP.
Yeah, he's cheap.
JP, 13 years old. JP so happy for me to be on the record. He'll let me have it. You don't need no Amadeus tracks. Like, nah, we good. You fired though, but he fired too, and he's like, here's $20.
Yeah, he just wants
Let me
credit
just
for
get a
it.
picture.
Yeah.
Post me.
Wow.
So me and all of the other legends, and we're competing against that. How do you win against that? Because here's the thing.
And you're right. Like, I just went to I had these kids that I went to go see, like, kids from the neighborhood, and one of the producers
I saw you that.
is 11 years old, bro.
Fire.
Animal.
Fire. That's what I'm saying.
That little boy
So
is a
I don't
problem.
even get mad at you making that decision because it's from a business lens. Why would I pay you 10 grand? Why would I pay you 15,000, 25,000, whatever your rate is, when I can go get a little shorty that's just happy to be here? That'll give me that same type of fire track for free. Why am I paying you 10 grand? Care about who you work for, what you did, because at the end of the day, we ain't nobody opening no more booklets.
That's a fact.
So that's irrelevant now. All them accolades can mean all them plaques, what that mean to me?
Unless you got a drop on your track that says who's producing
Right.
it,
And
nobody gonna
it's
know.
a whole other thing.
Yeah.
And it's no shade. I don't like that. It ain't
But
my
that's
thing.
part of the new movement.
Yeah.
That's part of the new, I call it, the microwave laptop beats.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get mad at me, but that's just what it is.
Yeah. I don't like tags, bro. Like, and It's just never been my thing. Yo, why don't you do a tag? And one thing about me, I'm not gonna just do something because everyone else is doing it.
Facts.
Like I'll stay over here in my own little section and do what I do.
You've been winning. You ain't got to start doing
I might
that.
not be moving as fast as I used to move, or the placements may not be coming in as fast as they were, but they're still here.
What was your biggest placement?
Sheesh. Wow. Biggest, right? So are we talking known? Are we talking numbers? There's so many different ways to look at that. So how about I give you a few examples?
Yeah, let's do that.
ESPN First Take theme song, right? That's huge.
OD.
That's huge.
Shout out to Staley and Wale.
Yeah,
That's every day. That's
every day. Still, and it got remixed. I redid it. We did a rock version. We did a go-go version, and it's still there. So every day when I wake up, because it's a ritual to watch, like, that's kind of like my fix in the morning. I get up, watch the homie Stephen A. And so that, it's not too many people that haven't heard that.
Look at that. I didn't even know that was you. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. So I would say that. Justin Bieber's Christmas Eve song. I would say that because Christmas Eve happens every year. Like, regardless, it's Christmas Eve. You're going to have a Christmas Eve. Chris Brown wrote it. So I would say that's a big record. The two singles, Dave East featuring Chris Brown, Perfect. And probably Young and May's Petty Wop, which was her single too. So we had produced 8 songs on Young and May's album, Her Story to Making. 9 songs on Chris Brown's Heartbreak on the Full Moon.
Wow.
It's been a run, bro.
9 songs.
9.
Quick question. Quick question, bro. 2-part question. Because we told my tags. First, how did you get your name? You know how to read music?
Nope.
That's why I asked you the question.
Yeah.
So, your name, first of all, and your adversities that you faced in the industry.
Love that. My name. So, yeah, I remember sitting down with my partner at the time. Shout out to my big brother Soup. And
Let the people know, like, just the backstory on the person. You know what I'm saying? Whose name?
Yeah, where I got it
you know
from.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Wolfgang Mozart Amadeus. Watched the movie when I was young in class. And so if you haven't seen the movie Amadeus, it's a must-see. Young dude, genius. Genius, class clown, really silly, chasing all the girls around in school, but genius. So when I thought about it, I was like, we definitely have a lot in common from the music side, but all of just his personality and how he was. And I remember trying to choose a name. I think my boy was like, what about Beethoven? I was like, and he was like, what about Wolfgang? What about Mozart? Nah. What about Amadeus? And I was just like, because my real name is Antwan, like you mentioned, so it starts with an A. So I'm like, I didn't love it, but then I thought about the movie, and the movie was more so of the reason why I was like, all right, I'll give it a try, right? So I went with it. Started having label meetings and started hearing the executives call me Amadeus. So once I heard it, and it started to feel and sound epic to me. You know what I'm saying? Later on down the line, I learned that it means loves God. So it just all made perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the name came about, right? Adversities, man, a lot, man. Someone asked me a question the other day, and it was like, what would you say to your younger self? And my response to that was, thank you. Like, I'm proud of you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being fearless. Thank you, because I basically created something out of nothing. No one knew who I was. No one knew what I was capable of doing. So it took a Foxy Brown to say, hey, I don't know you. I don't know your name. You ain't got no resume. You've never done this before. You ain't out no albums. But let me hear. Oh, that's crazy. All right, let me give you a chance. Let me give you a shot. So that young man, believed in themselves. And not to say when no one else did, but I saw the vision. I saw the dreams and was like, yo, it's the reason why I'm having these dreams. It's the reason why I'm having this vision of being a successful musician and producer. I have to make this happen. And that's what it was. So dealing with the challenges of knowing what you want, knowing the steps you need to take to get there, and I wouldn't say not having the support, but the backing maybe of like believing that this is something that can possibly come true. church. I got a church mama and father, man. A hip hop producer. What are you talking about, bro? You know what I'm saying? So that.
And Mama Love still went out and was like, "Yo, my son wants to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Take him with you."
Yeah. She made that call. Even my father, my pops used to let me have all of his records. That I used to get a pow for back in the day when I was young. So it went from not being able to touch it, for me touching it anyway, to, yo, here, take these. Let me see, what can you do with these? And I'm like, everything. And I remember playing him beats of like, oh, you took the Stephanie Mills and did that. You took the Earth, Wind, and Fire and did that. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, wow. So
Fire. Adversity,
man, I think when you talk about 25 plus years in the game and still being relevant, like, imagine how challenging that is. Like, you got to be able to grow and adapt with the sound. You got to be able to maintain relationships and continuously build and continuously try to be hot and around, right? But at the same time, staying true to who you are as a person, as a being, as a man, but then also create creatively. So a lot of that is extremely challenging. Knowing when to change your rate in regards to how much you charge. Knowing when to give somebody a deal. Knowing when to give somebody this joint for free. Get off me. She ain't pay for that. But that was a huge diss record. I remember Fab. I think Fab had did like took 2 or 3 of my mix or records and used for mixtapes. You don't get paid for mixtapes, right? But Fab called me one day straight up and was like, "Yo, I want to use this for this tape. I want to use this for the tape. Do I have your blessing?" I'm like, "Yeah, Songz is crazy. Go ahead." He said, "Yo, I'm gonna make sure I get you on I'm working on the album. Keep sending me that heat. Make sure I get you on the album." And he did what he said he was gonna do. Same thing with like Keisha and Keisha Cole and the Game and Chris. Like, I charge them the same thing I've always charged them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going up because I'm hot now.
Yeah. And
I'm that dude. You gave me a shot. You gave me a chance. So if I keep, and I've never been into the streets or into the drug world, but I'm just, if that's the deal I gave you, just because I'm the man now and I got a house in Miami, I got to switch up on you? You gave me a chance when nobody did. It's the same rate.
Fire. So
at the end of the day, just like it probably is in the drug world, it's like in music, you keep coming back. Yo, I'm working. What you got for me? Because you're going to get that same love, and I'm not going to switch up on you. I'm not going to change. So, and I think the other part is waiting for them checks, man. That's very difficult, bro. Right now, as we speak, I was walking over here, and I'm always going to keep it a buck and be honest and transparent because the people that's watching, they need to hear it. So they need to know if this is the life you want to live, which is what we do, to know how entrepreneurship really is. It look cool. Mm-hmm. Plaques on the wall look real nice. Them awards, all that, cool. But, yeah, I'm waiting on like 4 or 5 checks right now. Don't know when them joints coming. But all I can do is hold on to faith and keep working and keep pushing and having that same spirit and that same energy and that vibe. Bro, that's why I walked over here. I walked. 20, 25-minute walk. And I said, just walk. Walk off your food, think, look around, and just be in the right spirit. And you about to be with your brothers in a few minutes. You about to be in a safe space. You about to be around love, right? That's going to, enlighten you again. That's going to, whatever this little rough patch that you're dealing with, you're not going to feel that for however long you sit down with your brothers for. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm grateful to be here because people that are watching, you don't know what we go through. You don't know what we endure to do what we do, to sit at the tables that we sit at, to be where we are. There's good, there's pros, and there's cons.
Does that ever leave a bad taste in your mouth? Like, do you ever feel sometimes you're like, yo, you know what? I'm good, man. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm going to hang this up.
Right.
I'm going to do something else. Like, do you ever battle with those thoughts?
Not saying it like that, but what am I going to do? This is all I've done. This is all I've known my entire life. And it's no disrespect to anybody that's, that's hustling, that's working a 9 to 5. Where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get a 9 to 5 now?
Yeah.
And just to get, which is amazing, a consistent check every 2 weeks or whatever, but knowing that that's not where my heart is, knowing that that's not true happiness and what I love to do. There's moments in everything. What about the person that is working a 9 to 5 that does get that bi-weekly check?
Yeah.
That's clocking in every day miserable. That's like, damn, why am I here? Don't do that, man. Why am I here?
Beloved, I want to ask you, right? With that being said, how is it that you deal? Because I'm pretty sure it be moments where the devil comes at you. You know what I'm saying? How is it that you handle? Because it's not really trauma, but it's like, you know, it fucks with your mental.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You look at yourself in the mirror and you having battles with yourself. You know what I'm saying? How do you deal with that?
Man, I say it's faith over fear, man. It's faith over fear. You know, regardless of what I've endured, what I've been through, what I've overcome, I'm still here. I'm still here. I still have another chance, another opportunity to be great, to do what I do. You know, so checks could be late. Who knows? Bills could be late. But every day I wake up, I'm grateful to be alive, to be healthy. I thank God for everything. I sit there and thank him for everything. Where I live, my car, my food, the fact that I got heat, that my siblings are good, my mom is good, my kids are safe. Like, bro, we just watched our colleagues and people that we know and love lose everything in LA. Everything? Imagine you go to work, you go to the studio, you go to an event, you go wherever, and you realize you can't go home today. You can't even return to your home. You gotta evacuate.
Crazy.
To learn your joint is burned down. All your memories, all your moments, all your belongings.
Yeah, Keisha Colos, everything. Everything.
Gone. Janae Aiko. I heard the coach, what's the coach name from the Lakers?
Reddick.
Mind you, he's on the court every day.
Yeah.
Mind you, Keisha's still performing, singing.
She's still moving. Yeah.
Because what you gonna do?
Right.
You know, so a friend of mine was going through some stuff, and I said, yo, I feel you. I can relate. Trust me. But somebody today just lost
Everything.
everything. So
That's
what are we
real.
really
That's real.
talking about? Yeah. Okay, cool. The checks are late. What am I going to do? If a few bills are late, but it's there. Whenever it comes, but it's there and it's coming. Imagine if it was nothing there. So to me, it's about perspective. It's about how you look at things. It's about how you view things, how you see things. For me, it's about staying present. I said, cool, did my checks come? No, they ain't come yet. I was like, and I was eating, and I and just being honest and transparent, I was like, damn. And I sat there, and I was like, eat my food. I said, man, am I going to go take the train over there, or I'm going to go and walk? I said, 20-minute walk. Let me walk to my brother's, man. Let me give me some fresh air. Let me get my mind off of this. Put on some music, took the walk, and said, I'm about to have one of the greatest conversations ever. What you talking about? What you talking about, bro? You good? You alive? Because one of our colleagues passed away today. Leaving kids behind, leaving siblings behind, leaving parents behind.
And money couldn't save him.
54 years old, bro.
Yeah. And money couldn't save him.
Listen, we all have our so situations that we deal with. Like you know, like my situation. Like a lot of people know my story. You know what I'm saying? So like every time I feel stressed out, and then people see it is what it is. They judge us by the gram. Whatever they see on the gram, they're like, yo, you living a good life.
Man.
Boom, boom. Because we put our wins. I'll be putting my losses too. You know what I'm saying? But mostly, we put our wins, and every time I'm stressing about something, you know what I got to tell myself? Yo, I'm free. I'm free
Thing in the world.
Sheesh.
And then once I tell myself that,
It's over.
everything calms down. Wow. Because I could have been in that 6x9, bro. And when I was in there, I was stressing. There's nothing you could do. There's nothing you could change. You can't. Time is just going. Everybody's living their life, and we in that box. So every time I feel stressed or I'm going through something, I could be like, yo, I could have been in the mountains. I'm blessed. I'm good.
You don't want to be depressed. You don't
that's
want to
light
be
work.
depressed in there.
So that's myself. Like today, look what you did.
Yeah.
You walked around. You know what I'm saying? You cleared the air. You knew you was coming on the show with your brothers, like you said. You have a nice conversation.
Yeah.
But we all deal with things differently. You know what I'm saying? So that's
free. That's such a powerful
word.
which people take for granted.
They take absolutely
Free. You can move how you want to move, go where you want to go, eat when you want to eat.
exactly.
I want to go to the bathroom, I go to the bathroom. I want to watch a TV show of my own, I want to watch that show.
Word.
Yeah.
Just the little things that we take.
Or just take a walk
Right.
from your house.
So how do you
know what I'm
deal
saying?
with artists that want to work with you? Because I know when you were coming up, they gave you a shot.
Yeah.
They gave you a break.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have artists that want production from you, how do you gauge that? How do you know? You know what? Let me give.
Right. It's about the work ethic. It's about, I don't really trip on how dope you are. I used to be. But at the end of the day, it's a business. It's a business, and who am I to tell you no or I can't, unless it's just really bad. Like
Yes.
you're like, but if, but it could be an artist that's on that, but got a bag. Woman tell you women say no to the bag. It's been plenty of artists that came correct. That may not be the greatest, but it's just like business was on point, check is on time. What we doing? We working. So it really don't matter to me, man. As long as, because people gonna do what they want to do. They're gonna express themselves how they want to express themselves to me, which is what music is. And it's about a cup of tea, right? We what the do say. You might like lemonade, I might like cranberry juice. You know what I'm saying? You might like, Red Bull and do say. Everybody has their preference on what it is they like, what they don't like. And for me, it's like as long as the business straight and you're a man and woman of your word and handle and do things properly and with respect and decency, we can work. So it's just about coming correct and understanding it. Like, I want to work. Do you know when you work, you get paid? Everybody want to work. But then when it comes time to handle the business,
there's a problem.
You said you wanted to work, right?
Facts.
When you work, you get paid.
You better watch your words.
So, just come with the right business. And then at the end of the day, I love when people are just honest and transparent. An artist reached out to me via DM, super dope writer, songwriter, right? And we was writing records for placements. And she hit me and she was like, yo, I really love this record. I would like to release it, with your permission, with your blessing. So first of all, I said, thank you for even coming to me correctly out of respect and asking and inquiring. And I was like, hey, all love. I said, but it's a bag for everything. Now I know who you are, what you're doing. And she shared where she worked, normal, 9 to 5. So I said, okay, cool. Hit you right back. Thought about it real quick. I said, let's do it for that. Like, really? Like, yeah. You know why? Because you was honest. You came with respect. You told me what it was. Let me pay a few bills. It was cool. I ain't got to treat you like you're a signed artist to Rock Nation. Like, you ain't got that. But you may have this. And it might take you a little minute to save your little coins and do that. Let's do it. Because at the same time, we have a dope record together that's released. Who knows what it's going to do? Because it's a really dope song. You figured out a way that is comfortable for you financially where you can pay for the record and handle business properly. I'm happy. You happy. Let's see what happens. And that just happened the other day.
So that's a new, not new, but in our world is new. Like what you said, like she sent you a DM or he, her, whatever. Mm-hmm. Again, back in the days, you had to have relationships. You had to have. Now you could just shoot your shot in the DM, and then you check them. You open it. Like a lot of people don't even do that.
Every joint.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people tell me, some people tell me, yo, son, I DM'd you, you never answered. I'm like, where?
That's because
then you got to go dig. You got it goes to and people don't understand that.
In general,
people don't know that.
Yeah, they don't understand that. So I'm like, yo, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I could imagine like you as a producer, like
it's crazy.
Your DMs is going crazy, and then people got to know how to shoot their shot because you got a DM. 20 of my DMs be like, yo, yo, what?
Yo, what?
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even entertaining that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and I'm supposed to answer you back, but you want something from me?
Yo.
Because you're not giving me something.
Right.
I already know what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's call a spade a spade. Like, you know what I'm saying? You going to tap in. Like, what you want, bro?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Lying, though.
Straight up.
I haven't opened a DM yet. I was like, yo, this is what I got for you, bro.
Right.
Oh, it's yo, this, that. All right, cool, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Dr. Thompson, let me ask you a question.
He hit him with the doctor. Okay.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Okay, we going up a notch. Okay,
listen,
do what you do.
Listen, Dr. Thompson, I have to ask you a question. My question is, so you have producer, musical director, drummer touring. We have all the residency, right? We have the companies that you've worked for. Why give back? Why give back, right? First two-part question. Why give back, and why the need to write a book?
Why give back? When I think about where I'm from, what I've overcome, what I was surrounded by, all of the distractions, all of the negativity, but was able to make it out of that and stay focused and become Amadeus, right? There's a lot of kids that can't do that. There's a lot of kids that can't avoid the distractions. They can't, let go of the noise. So I think it's a very important thing. And no one gave us the blueprint. Like, we had to figure it out. And I remember how difficult it was to become who I am today. So it's like, why not? Why not give back? Why not have the conversations with these young kings and young queens and say, hey, this is what I did to get where I'm at. Here's what you should do. Here's what you need to do. Here's what you shouldn't do. Here's what you should avoid. If I could prevent you from going through the same things I've experienced, why would I allow you to go through the same hurt, pain, and trauma and setbacks and potholes that I've experienced? Why would I? It's like you're driving your car. You got a brand new Ferrari. I done drove down this block 1,000,000 times. You just got your new joint. I know you got to go down the same street. I'm not going to be like, yo, Dren, watch out for that pothole, bro. It's a big pothole there. I don't want you to crack your rim. You just got that. I'm going to let you just drive down the street. I'm going to stand on the block like, yo, what up, bro? Knowing it's a pothole and not tell you to go around it. And you drive your new Ferrari in that joint and crack your rim. Now you got to call a tow truck and tow you off the block.
That's real, because some people let you do it. Some people will let you do it.
It's like, no, man. Here's the blueprint. Me giving you the blueprint doesn't take anything away from me. It doesn't take any money out of my pocket. It doesn't remove any opportunities. It doesn't close the door and put a key on it, through it, and lock and throw it out. No. What's for me is for me, and what's for you is for you. Why not help you? So that's the mission, to just continue to go around and educate and push people and encourage people to chase and live their dreams. Why settle in life? There's people that's being told, no, you don't be that. Do this. You can't do that. Go do this. So no, I want to walk into these schools and have the conversations that's not being had. That the teachers are doing the right thing. They're teaching you math, social studies, science, English, Spanish, French. Cool. Who's talking to you about your dreams and aspirations? Who's allowing you to think about that? What do you want to be? Oh, I don't know. What do you want to be? What do you want? Which one to do? Oh, I don't know. That's fine. What do you love? What are you passionate about? What can't you not? Music. So what is it about music you like? Do you like songs? You like the beats? You like the lyrics? You like hearing it? You like finding dope artists? You like seeing who's dope and discovering people? There's so many. You like the sound? You like engineering? You like, the videographer? You like taking pictures? Like, it's 1 billion things you can do. And
Very intricate. Very intricate.
What do you want to do? What do you love? And why aren't you doing it right now? I'm a little baby with drumsticks in my hand. I was 3 years old. I never watched any YouTube videos. There wasn't no YouTube. There wasn't nothing online.
None of that.
So that was a natural thing for me to take the drumsticks and hit the drums at 3 years old. So that's why, I give back. I think it's an important thing to do. I think it's something that we should all do, when I saw you at the school and, talking to the young kings and queens, and that was amazing. How did that feel?
It's amazing, man, because like you said, they listen to us because they know we drove down that block with the pothole. You know what I'm saying? Either you're going to hit it or you're going to swerve around it. You know what I'm saying? So we were kids. We don't listen to our parents.
Yeah, we do not.
But we're going to listen to someone that looks like us and lives in the same hood we live in. You know what I'm saying? So you know what it is because you do the same type of work. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, he asked you that question. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's God's work, brother.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And to give back feels it's priceless. It's priceless.
Kids recognize authenticity. They know when you being a buck.
See bullshit a mile away.
They know when you being a buck. And then when you're not being honest and you're not being real, they won't listen. They'll look at you could be sitting right in front of them this close and they'll be like, But when you're honest and you're real and you're transparent and you be a buck and you give them the truth. I just left for school yesterday. I went to speak to Bronx Dance Academy, right? Different classrooms, different groups. And it was just one group of 8th grade students. And I'm saying, because this is the time where they choose their high schools. I said, what you chose? Oh, I don't know. What you mean you don't know? What you chose? Oh, I don't know. What school you chose? I said, hold on. I went crazy. I said, what do you mean you don't know, bro? You're choosing your high school. Yeah. I bet you know whatever song dropped today. Mm-hmm. I bet you know whatever TikTok dance or whatever's trending today, but you don't know what school you choosing when the applications are already submitted. Yeah. I went in. I said, y'all looking at me and you see me standing in front of the classroom, you saw the video that I played and all of the artists that I work with. All that's cool. How do you think I got here, man? Think I got here from not knowing what I'm doing with myself and with my life? So I can't save you. No matter what I stand up here and say to you, I can't save you. I can't make you want to be great. If you down to settle in life for what you want to settle for, which is anything, let me know and I could just walk out the classroom right now. Mm. But what do you mean you don't know? What do you mean you don't know? And they were just looking at me like, and I gave them the business, bro.
Yeah, you make them think. They got to start thinking, bro.
You know everything else.
Everything else. The phone thinks for them. Like the phone, that's what it is. They it's crazy.
They listen to you before they listen to that teacher, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Facts. You know why? Because like Dren said, like they
it's
see the video and they see all the artists we working with and all of the celebrities we around. Cool, I got your attention. That's what we need. That's what you need. You need to see that. Cool. Now listen to this stuff.
Facts.
Because I ain't coming in here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm coming in here to tell you what you need to hear. You thought it was gonna be sweet when I walked in today. It's not. Because we doing what we doing already. Facts. You trying to get to where we're at. We want you to get to where we're at and beyond. I want you to bypass us. But I can't make you do that. Yeah. Your parents can't make you do that. Your teachers can't make you do that. You got to want to do that. So I was like, so it's up to y'all. I'm going to head out and go do what I do. King Amadeus already exists. Dr. Thompson is here. What you going to do? Because I know when you walk out of these doors, there's hell out there, bro.
Real world.
You made it to school. Thank God. When you make it home, thank God. Because every student ain't making it home. Everybody not making it home. We from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. I was in the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx, bro. I know what it is. And I feel like they got it worse than what we had. We didn't have no phone. We didn't have all these distractions in the palm of our hand. Yep. We didn't see fights. We saw them right there. We didn't see it in our hands. I couldn't Google a fight and watch a fight. I can't Google somebody getting shot and watch it.
No, you had to walk through that every day.
What are you talking about? Word. So, it's something that I feel like it's a must. It's something that, I have to do. And we do it from our hearts, man. So I don't expect nothing. I don't expect any accolades, nothing. So when we receive them, it's like, well, it's amazing. It's a blessing. But I didn't do that for that. I did that to save someone's life. I did that because I go speak because I care. And I tell them, like, ain't none of this scripted. When we go talk, ain't none of this scripted, bro. I don't know what I'm going to say to you. I spoke to 10 different classrooms. Every conversation was a different conversation based off of how I felt when I entered into the classroom. The vibrations I got, yeah, and they're like, yeah, okay, this is what we on. Okay, what's going on in here? You gotta bring this up. You gotta pivot. You gotta. Yeah. Everything ain't for everybody. The message for the last class might not be what's needed for this class. It's different. Everybody's different. But it's a must and it's a passion of mine to just help others. Not even just not just kids, but just anybody. If us having this conversation. Imagine the millions of people that we're going to inspire when this is released. That's what it's about. Even with having a moment of realizing, damn, these checks are late. But when I walked over here and got my mind right and sat down in this chair to have this conversation, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about how many lives will be changed listening to the conversation we had.
Exactly.
I'm focused on that.
That makes
check
two of
gonna come
us.
when it's gonna come.
Now the book, who approached you for that?
Nobody, man. So my thing with the book was when I go have these conversations with the kids, some of them are listening, some of them are not. Or I might have said so much.
Went over their heads.
You missed it. You caught one thing. Even if you caught one thing, cool. So my thing is if I can leave them with something tangible, where Dad, big homie Amadeus came to the school, he dropped some gems, man. I don't even know if I remember everything. So if I can leave the story of Amadeus and the beat goes on with them, like, this is how he became him. This is how he survived the Bronx. This is how the musician, the producer was created as a baby. You know, just to leave them something to refer back to when I'm not there, when I'm not at their school, when I'm not doing an assembly.
The blueprint.
Yeah. The blueprint.
I got 2 more questions, Doctor. So, first question is your doctorate.
Mm-hmm.
Second question, when you received that phone call for the Bronx Walk of Fame.
Crazy. Both had me like, huh? It's like, yeah, man, we want to present you your honorary doctorate in music business and entrepreneurship, you know, along with the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award for Community Service, President Joe Biden. And I was like, me? Yeah, why not you? He said, you've over 20 years of what you do. He said, there's people that go to college that learned, that have the actual degrees, that haven't experienced what you've experienced because you're hands-on. Like, this is real life for you. This is not a book. And there's no shade or disrespect to the book or the other way of doing it, but your life experiences has allowed you to earn, you know, these accomplishments and these achievements. And I remember I had Dre's that weekend in Vegas, and when they was having a graduation, so I had to fly to Vegas, play on a Friday night, jump on a plane first thing in the morning from Vegas to Dallas for the graduation. You know, walk the graduation, earn my honorary doctorate, go back to Vegas to perform that night at the club, and it's legendary, bro. It was legendary, man. And even same thing with the Bronx Walk of Fame. I was on tour. He was on the Love Heart tour with Trey Songz, Keisha Cole, Jaheim, and K. Michelle. We was on a tour bus with my band members. And I opened up the email and was like, show my band member. I was like, read this? Because I was confused thinking they were asking me to attend the ceremony of others getting inducted. So I was like, yo, is they telling me to come pull up? Or this is like, this is my joint. And he read it. And I'm looking at him as he's reading. He's like sitting probably at the distance of where you are. He's like, and I'm like, what's up, bro? And he was like, yo, this crazy. He's called me Bloco. This is crazy, Bloco. You about to get a street sign, son. I was like, yo, you for real? He was like, yeah, right? So we was on a tour bus we had a long drive, so we had to stop in the city to rest, the bus drivers, get back on the road. I'm sitting in the room, the hotel room, just sitting there, blank, quiet, no TV on, nothing. And it just wasn't registering. Just quiet, nothing. Get up, go to sleep, go to the next city. We in Oakland. Played the show, got on the bus, got to the room, and then it came down. Just tears of joy. And I'm like, then it hit. Like, bro, do you really understand what's going on? Like, street sign, Grand Concourse for eternity.
Iconic.
Crazy. Like, when it was warmer, of course, I used to just pull up to the sign and just sit there. Like, just random. I just pull up, park the truck, and just sit there and look at it, make videos. And it's right in front of the courthouse in the Bronx on 161st Street. Mm-hmm. So that's where the shout out to the Bronx Borough President, Vanessa Gibson. So her office is there. So, like, her staff, her officers will come out on a random day, and she's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, chilling with I'm sitting here looking at my street sign, bro.
A couple blocks down from your high school.
It's crazy. Cardinal Hayes, right down the street. Yankee Stadium, right down the block.
So you didn't even know that was in play. Like you found out through the email.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to get into it, but the big pun got a street named on it, and the politics behind that.
Know. Yeah.
So yeah, we're not gonna get into that, but
well,
I'm just saying that
puns is different from mine. Pun is an actual street sign that has that's in the GPS. Like, that's his street. Mine is the Bronx Walk of Fame, right?
You can't listen.
No, for real. So like, it's only on, not only, but it's on Grand Concourse where people inducted.
Bro, you're alive. You're alive, and you have a street sign named after you in the Bronx, brother. People have to die for that. Like, I say it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, joking around. Like, you know, when you come to the events and I introduce you for people who don't know, And I say it all the time. This
Yeah,
is the
he
only
do.
brother that I know that's alive
That got
that has a street sign named after him. Like, it takes for people to get murdered and all types of
die,
crazy
pass away,
things,
and then they
do that.
And
Always,
crazy.
it's always a negative thing.
Yeah,
It's never
it's
on
crazy
a
because they
positive
don't even
tip.
get to see it.
Exactly.
My late pastor got one after she passed away.
See what I'm saying?
They named
so,
the street after
so
the
that's
church,
my
yeah.
point. The fact that they gave you that while you still
Yeah, that's real.
alive,
It's major.
I've never seen that before. That accolade is just out of this world. To me, that's bigger than the Grammy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to be there forever.
Yeah.
Where people could see it, people could walk by it, they could take pictures.
Yeah.
You could bring your kids, your
Yeah.
grandchildren.
Bro, you're there.
You're there.
Looking at it.
It's
And
not
people
going
looking
anywhere.
at you like, yo, what are you doing
Right.
here?
No
What do you mean,
idea,
why-
bro.
Why am I not here? Because I'm here already.
No idea, bro. That's my sign.
That's legendary, man. That's
Yeah,
legendary.
man, you an
crazy.
icon and a legend,
Thank
Dr.
you, man.
Thompson. Like, listen, brother,
Appreciate y'all, man.
I wanna thank you for pulling up, brother. You know
this
what I
is
mean?
amazing.
The way we met was organic. The energy, you know what I'm saying, bro. I've been waiting for this for a
Yeah,
minute.
me too, man.
You know what
Humbled
I'm
and
saying?
grateful, bro.
And I
Dren
appreciate
the only
you.
Dren the only one that can get me out.
Listen, once again, like we say in every episode, it's about relationships.
Yes, sir.
A lot of times, y'all don't understand when people pull up to this platform. It's about relationships. It's not about the bag. It's not about this, that, and the third. It's about relationships. What we have here is real conversations. This ain't even an interview. You understand what I'm saying? And if we could reach one person,
Yes, sir.
then we doing our job. But be that as it may, brother, give the people your socials. Let them know what's next in store for you.
Absolutely. And I'm a piggyback off of what you said about relationships. For my brothers, I got on a bus and I got on a train for my brothers. What I was coming from, I'm like, I gotta be down in the city. The driving, the parking,
it's
the
not-
toll,
it's
the
crazy.
congestion fees.
It's crazy.
I was
New
like,
York is
nah,
not it
I'm
right
gonna get
now.
on the bus, I'm gonna get on the train. Like I said, I walked from where I was at to my brothers with a smile on my face. Like, it's not too cold outside. I'm dressed, I'm warm. But, when you love your brothers, man, that's what we do. And when you reached out, it wasn't pulling no teeth. It wasn't, let me see. Bro, hit me. This is the
Appreciate
date I
you, for
got.
real.
And I was mad. I even took long. I forgot what I was doing. I was doing something, and I took a while to respond. And I was mad that I ain't responding to you right away because
Nah,
I ain't
that's
see
more
it.
love, man. We
And I hit
busy.
my
I
brother.
get it.
I was like, oh, nah, we in there. Let's do it. You know what I mean? So thank y'all, bro, for what y'all do for this platform, for allowing them individuals like myself to be celebrated, honored, loved on, to share their story in hopes that it's a blessing to everybody, that tunes in, man. So thank you, my brothers. Appreciate
listen,
you guys.
I appreciate you for coming
Happy
up.
to be here, man.
And if we would, redesign the studio, I'm gonna put a pole here with a sign right there. Boom.
Oh God, brother,
You
listen.
know what I'm saying?
Real shit, Dr. Thompson. We appreciate
Thank
you,
you, bro.
for what you do for your community.
Yes, sir.
And the motivational speaking tour that you have.
Yes, sir.
And the giving back that you do, brother,
you,
because
man.
I guarantee you, yesterday, you touched more than one person's
Absolutely.
life.
Absolutely.
You feel me, brother?
Humble, man.
And whenever you need us,
Yes, sir.
front and center.
My brother.
Word.
Cheers,
Brother.
man.
Cheers, man.
Yeah.